Hello, and today I'm here at the Malaga Caterpillar facility, here with Siggy to my left. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience for me. I've never done anything in the industry other than in the UK. This is a really nice facility to be at, and it's an amazing experience. And here we have a scraper. Siggy, would you like to tell me about this scraper?
Yes, scraper. What is a scraper? We have three types of scrapers. You see, this one is we call it a self-loading machine. You see here how you fill it. You cut material, and we have on this one is a ladder. That means he fills self the bowl. Scraper, for what you need scraper? Scraper is the best machine to move earth. He can cut, or he fill himself, he transport, and he dump it on the place where you want. This is the real best machine and efficient to move earth from A to B.
So Siggy, when did Caterpillar produce their first scraper?
This first scraper came out in the 1946. Caterpillar launched the first scraper. It's a long time ago. And this is the moment, this Acacia is the latest model, came out I think 5 years ago.
How many scrapers do you have on site at the moment?
Here on site we have two scrapers. We have this one, the 623, so the self-loading machine, we call it elevator scraper. And we have the other side is the open bowl, is a 621. We have two scrapers here. It's a push scraper, that means you need a tractor to help him to fill the bowl.
That sounds amazing. And when did the scraper first be introduced as a product for clients?
This was the same year in the 40s, 46. And this, of course, when you see in the history, 40s, there was not really like hydraulic excavator. To move earth is the best option, and it was a lot of, in this time was a special for big projects, highway, airports, to move a lot of earth. That's why they launched in the 40s the scraper.
That sounds amazing, Siggy. Would we like to move on to the next machine here on site? Siggy, tell me something about this amazing giant machine we have here.
You see here, this is a water truck. It's based on a chassis from we call it a highway truck. It's a 773 with a tank on. This means you see already is written here 13,000 gallons, 50,000 liters. And for what you need a water truck is for dust control. It's like when you're on projects like mining, even on a normal job site. The biggest issue for safety is dust. Dust is, no visibility. You need a water truck. There's also construction site. You want to compact material. You have to mix the material with moisture to get the best contents. You need water, and the option is a water truck. Water truck is very important. It's not only for safety, dust control. It's also for the health of a machine. You imagine you're driving in the dust. We have radiators. Everything is, let's say, running in the dust, and burn out your radiators, your fans, all the components.
My question is, how heavy is the truck you have here?
The truck in total is around 70 ton with an empty, let's say, tank, and you put a 50,000 liter in, it's 50 ton more.
So, Siggy, would you like to pick a machine we would like to move on to?
Maybe it's just quite interesting machine. Everybody knows excavators, Excavator in front of, we have a 340, of course, a new generation excavator. But what is special on this excavator is the boom. If you see here, the boom is a straight boom. If you see a normal excavator, maybe this looks a little bit like a banana, it's a little bit more curved. This is special designed for demolition application. That means you want to go high with tools to, let's say, with a share or pulverizer to demolish houses. That means you want a long reach. A good option is a straight boom. It's a quite interesting machine.
How heavy is this machine?
This is quite interesting. Caterpillar, you see the nomenclature, 340. The last two numbers is the weight of the machine, approximately. This means this one is a 40-ton machine.
Siggy, this excavator seems to look very new. When did you bring it out?
Yeah, it was a big launch. It was in 2017, in the end of 2017. We launched the new generation excavators. This was a big step for Caterpillar, right? This was completely new machine. The same was, you can say 20 years ago, was in the 90s. When we coming from the 200 series to the 300 series. It was complete new machine. It's not only the change something inside or make a little bit the model, yeah, change a little bit outside. No, it's completely new machine.
So what would the difference be with the old series of Caterpillar machines and this one, as the customer would be intrigued since it's very new and they're all saying it's a completely new design and everything?
Yes, of course. First, you see outside is a completely new design, but the most important is what is inside. Inside, everybody want to work more efficient. That means if you have a job, you want to do it, move earth, let's say cheap as possible. What is the biggest impact, or let's say for the customer, is today is the fuel cost. You want to reduce fuel, but on the other side, also you want to move material. That means the inside, all the hydraulics, how it's functioned today is we call it electric hydraulic system. That means they is allowed you to be productive, but also efficient. It's like a simple explanation is in the past, like the excavator was running in a, let's say, high idle with 2,100 RPM. Today, they not go over 1,600 RPM. That means on vent, always with the RPM, you save fuel, but all with the hydraulic, what's today inside with the computers, electronic, you can manage the flow, pressure, that's you not lose, let's say, production.
Would you like to move on to the next machine, Siggy?
Of course, please.
So Siggy, here there is a lot to talk about with this machine. Since you have brought out a new model of it recently, would you like to talk about what the difference is between the two?
Okay, this is a wheel excavator, we call it wheel excavator, but this is a special application one. This is a material handler. That's why also when you look the nomenclature, MH, material handler, this is normally a machine for industry. You see also the, let's say the attachments, boom, stick, this is for material, scrap yards, waste handling. You see also this is designed for waste handle application. It's written on there. Also for scrap yards, you see on the top we have a motor. You see this is a hydraulic motor. This is a generator. This means I can put a magnet on the front and can in the scrap yard I can take the steel on. But this is, of course, this is the previous series. This is a F series. And what's the difference to this one? This is like simple to explain, maybe different. Joystick control. This is a pilot control machine. That means here is going inside in the cab, let's say, not pipes but hoses with a control for hydraulic. In the new generation, everything is just cables. That means everything is electric. It's also more inside, how is the management from the hydraulic.
My question is, would you be able to put a tilt rotator on the arm of that?
Yes and no. Why? What we had today, what option we have also for this type of machines, you see here is for material handling. That means I can raise my cap, you know, to see in a high hoppers, containers. But you see, this is your attachments, boom and stick is designed for material handling. And here I can only put a Cradle on, nothing else. But from the factory, if I want, I change this one to a normal, let's say, boom and stick. Still I have a raised cap, but I can use him like a normal wheel excavator.
Later we will move on to the new version of this machine. Siggy, I see a D11T here. What everyone's asking is what the D11s and all the different types of D5s and everything are used for. It looks like with that massive bucket there they're used for material moving.
Yes, depend on, let's say, application for what I need the D11. D11, of course, is the biggest application if to move a lot of earth or material, not earth, even also in rocks. And it's also designed, you see on the back, as a ripper to work in a hard ground or special in rocks, to rip first and then you push material. We have the smaller dozer, is the like D3, D4, D5. They're working more in small construction site or construction sites, let's say to do a level, even to move a little bit of earth. But this is always depend how much earth or material you want to move. Is also you need the size of the machine to allow you to move this.
So Siggy, we're all asking, what was the most recent manufactured machine in this series that has come out recently this year?
This year is the D6 XE. D6E is also what I talked about before, is a diesel electric machine. This means it's an engine, generator and electric motor to drive the machine forward, reverse and steer. This is the latest what came out. This was last year, is the D6XE. We call it XE. XE stands for, means on the end, the two letters means nothing, but it stands for high technology, high performance machine. But there's a lot of in the machine to work efficient.
Thanks, Siggy, for showing us around this very unique machine to Caterpillar. Would you like to move on to one of the machines over here now?
We have plenty of machines here. Quite interesting maybe also is this one here, the motor cradle.
Yes, please tell me a little bit about this machine, as it looks very unusual compared to the rest that we've seen so far.
A motor cradle, for what you need a motor cradle? Everybody drives with a car on the roads, that means you have to do a level. This is the best machine to do levels. But you cannot only do level, you see here with your, we call it not blade, it's a moldboard. Also I can adjust this and put it different angle. I can put it vertical. That means I can back slopes, I can do with this machine. I can do ditch with this machine. I can do a lot of things with this machine. On normal construction sites.
That sounds amazing. And how heavy are these machines?
This is around, let's say is a 150, this one is close to 20 tons. It's not so heavy, this machine.
It doesn't seem too heavy. It looks like an amazing machine for levelling out and everything. And I think we should move on. Hello, here I am back with Siggy, and here we are with the brand new wheeled excavator, the M315, which is the MH3024's younger brother. And basically today we have had an exclusive look at this brand new machine. Siggy, would you like to tell us about what this machine is and what it's done compared to the older machine?
Yes, we saw not the older machine, but this was a different application. We saw the 3024 is a MH, more for material handling, special for the industry. Now we go back, the base machine is a wheel excavator. Now we go back to the normal wheel excavator. It's like compared to a truck excavator, but this one, M stands for mobile. This means you see here is on wheels. Why we have on wheels? Of course you want to go from one side to the other quickly. Wheels is easier to move around the area. This is also designed more to work in cities. You know, you have asphalt roads with a truck excavator. You know, with the trucks you may destroy the asphalt, or you have to cover the asphalt with rubber, whatever. That's why a good opportunity is on wheels. And of course this is the latest series what we have today. It came out this year, M315. It's a 50-ton wheel excavator integrated. We talk about when we was going more around the machine. Grade control, that means it's integrated already a lot of features. That means the operator can, let's say, do a little bit easy design. He can create an easy design. Example, you want to make a ditch. You say, okay, this is my reference point. From this point, I want to go 1 meter deep. You can select this one, and then the operator see in the monitor exactly the depth of the cut. That means he can monitor and also always check the grade very on. It's the lowest emission what is today possible for this size of engine what we have inside in this machine.
So what we're all asking is, when will this machine be on the line for your clients?
I think from this year on will be on the line. You can buy this machine today.
This machine is absolutely amazing. Thank you for letting us have a look at it. And that's all from me and Siggy. Goodbye everyone back in the UK.